Hi guys, I hope you're very well indeed. So excuse my sunglasses, I would be squinting at you otherwise. So I hope you're very well indeed. Isn't the weather absolutely glorious? It's amazing. It's only going to be a quick one today, and I'm sat outside with Oscar the Husky. He's got hay fever, so we're taking it easy, aren't we, Oscar? So this talk, it's only a quick one, is to take back your power. And the thumbnail that I used for the little photo that I used for the front of this recording is to be worthy does not mean to be perfect. I'm not looking for perfection from you. I'm looking for progress. And so I'm really wanting to, um, you know, keep going. When the going gets tough, we keep going. Now, I know that life can get in the way, it can be a little bit crazy sometimes. And I've been talking to a lot of people about this particular aspect of taking back your power. So, for instance, really, we are in control of our bodies. I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but we really are. So, um, if the body is the car, we are the drivers. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm working a great deal with BWRT because a lot of our responses, some of our behaviours, are run on automatic pilot. And in all honesty, we can change that, and we have the tools and the ability to change that. We are the drivers of our own car. But often I speak to people that are saying they're not in control, they feel out of control, they don't feel happy within their body, as if it is a separate entity to them. And really, we have to work with our body rather than against our body. And that is the secret to taking back your power, taking it back and owning your power. Now, I just want to touch on some things because everybody knows I have Hirschsprung's disease that affects my body, my weight, my shape. I am Anna. I have Hirschsprung's disease. I am not Hirschsprung's disease. Do you see what I've done there? So I have an issue with my bowels, but I am not, you know, I am not the disease itself. You could have depression, you suffer from depression, you are not depression. Yeah? I was speaking to a lady today who had PTSD. You suffer from PTSD, you are not PTSD. Yeah? So a lot of people are taking on things that they suffer from, like emotional eating and cravings and mental health issues and physical issues, and they're taking it on as their core identity. These are things that you might have problems with that we can resolve, but you are not these things. Your essence, who you are as a person, is not that disease, that behaviour, that thing that you don't want. You are not that, you know? So I want you to think about how you talk to yourself. If you're suffering from mental health issues, if you're suffering from a disease, if you're suffering from a behaviour that you don't like emotional eating, like maybe a fear of going to the gym or anything like that, these are issues you are dealing with. You are not the issue. You, as a person, are perfect just as you are. And I want to really get that through. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You're just good enough just as you are. And when people come to work with me, I do not want to change your personality. I don't want to kind of start modifying who you are as a person. Essentially, I think you're all fabulous just as you are. I just want to make you the best that you can be and rid you of the behaviours or the aspects that you don't want. Now, the aspects and behaviours and issues that you don't want can easily be removed if you haven't taken it on as your core identity. Now, we can still remove it if you have taken it on as your core identity, but I want you to listen to what you're saying. People often, I've always been fat, I'm fat, this is part of me, this is who I am fat. You've taken fat on as your core identity, then that means that it's really hard to lose weight because it's become something that is part of you. If you have a weight issue that you want to deal with, that is fine. It isn't who you are. Your fat cells aren't full of personality. Do you know what I mean? They aren't full of, you, essentially. And so I want you to really think about that. And I'm telling you, it goes a long way. My iPad is getting really hot out here. I'm going to go inside. Yeah, we're inside now, although you might hear Elvis the Lovebird tweeting. So think about this. I want you to take back your power. I want you to take back the car that you're driving. I want you to own your car. You're in control. If you have an automatic pilot issue that's running in your body, whether it's a disease, an illness, whether it's an issue, a behaviour, a mental health problem, it doesn't matter what that is, we can deal with it. But I want you to be aware of your language. Have you started owning the things that you don't want? So for instance, I've recently made some massive leaps with the BWRT, but I had kind of made friends with a little bit of anger. And I was talking about this. I don't class myself as an angry person. But when I was asked, what do you think about anger? I said, I think it's a great emotion. I think it's fantastic. I think we can use it to fuel us, to get us off that sofa, to help us get motivated. And the therapist I was dealing with said, you don't have to be angry to be motivated, Anna. I kind of made friends with my anger, and I didn't really want to give it up because I saw it as this motivational tool. I didn't see it as a negative thing, only that was what was holding me back. So I was doing the BWRT originally for myself before I ever decided to train in it. And when I removed the anger, my body started to fat burn again. I started to lose weight again. And it just blew my mind as one of my ladies who is learning a great deal from me said, obviously I removed the anger, my stress hormone was lowered, my cortisol hormone was lowered, I started burning fat, I started getting thinner. It was a knock-on effect. But I really had made friends with my anger, and that was removing my own power. And I felt powerless then to my body, that I couldn't control it, and my body was controlling me, and I felt terrible. So I want you to watch your language this week. Are you owning the things as part of you? Are you owning them, the things that you don't want? Or are they just an issue that you're dealing with? It's much easier to get rid of a behaviour, an issue, something that's hindering you, than it is if it is part of your unique core identity. As I said before, we can still get rid of that, but it takes a bit more work, So the things that I want you to take away from this today is I want you to be thinking of, you don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You are worthy. You're good enough right now, right here, just as you are. And that you own your car that you live in, your body. You are in charge of that. Don't be at the mercy of it. You take control of it, And also, if you're suffering from any behaviours issues, mental health issues, illnesses, or anything like that, have you become your illness, behaviour, issue? Have you owned it and taken it on as part of your personality, or is it just an issue? Issues can be dealt with very easily. So it's just a quick one today. I can't believe how hot it got out there. I thought my iPad was going to explode. So I hope you're very well indeed, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye for now.